Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back and I'm live once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Jay Hollingshed, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker, coming to you again. This is episode 297 of 365. Almost at that 300 mark. We're almost at the end of the year. So thank you so much for tuning in and staying with me. Today is day 4 of the week. We will be discussing pillar number 4, goal setting. So before I do that, let me give my shouts out. My big brother, AJ Arthur Hollingshed, I love you, man. You know I love you. I got mad love for you every single night. You there for me, man. So we got Arthur Hollingshed, my wife, Lisa. Both of my babies are there. Jaleesa and Bree, thank you so much. I love you too. My aunt Gina says it's a family affair, people. You already know how we do it. And so if you are watching this on repeat, thank you. This is everybody that's watching and tuning in right now on time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Without further ado, let's jump right into this goal setting Wednesday, all right? Now, here we go. Oh, man, I think I messed up. So what I'm going to do is walk and talk. That's what I'm going to do because half of my notes are on the table. So we're going to do this. Goal setting Wednesday. I'm going to improvise. That's what life is. I had a goal to go ahead and do my broadcast and do it and get it done right. So in the midst of trying to get my goal done, life happens. Things happen during life, okay? So you got to make adjustments. Making adjustments, you got to keep it going and make things happen. So that's what I'm doing right now. Making adjustments, trying to keep things going and make things happen. Now, let me put this thing back down and we're going to keep rolling, all right? So here we go, goal setting Wednesday. Now, what I'm going to talk about today briefly is about how goals are part of everyday life. There are a lot of people out there that don't want to set goals. They're scared to set goals. They're afraid to set goals. And for so many different reasons, they have this fear of setting goals. Now, why do they not set goals? Now, several reasons. One, when you set a goal, that means you got to work towards it, okay? You got work to do. Or there's a fear of success when you set your goals. You got a goal set. You get scared of the unknown. What is the unknown? The success that you haven't known, the success you haven't experienced. So that's the fear of the unknown, the fear of your own success. Also, there's a certain degree of uncertainty, okay? So when people that don't want to set goals, they have a certain degree of uncertainty. Also, it takes them out of their comfort zone. They become uncomfortable. And there's that last element, the F word again, fear. So what do we do about that? I got a couple of good suggestions for you. The first one, how do you get over that fear or all that uncomfortableness and to where you want to set your goals? First thing I like to suggest is change your perception, okay? Change your perception of the goal. Change the way it looks. Give it a different look, okay? If it looks scary, make it not look so scary. How do you do that? Well, here's the thing. When you put a different look on something, you approach it differently. Now, if you had to do a rock climb, you see a bunch of jagged rocks, you probably won't want to fool with that. You don't want to get the cuts on your hands. But if you see some nice, convenient handles sticking out of the rocks, yeah, okay, you'll probably do that. Why? Because it looks different. It doesn't look so threatening, and it looks like something that the way it looks changes your approach, okay? And when it looks different, your approach is different. Why is your approach different? Because the look, we think in pictures and we see ourselves climbing that wall and it's not so threatening if we do it with the handles. When we do that, we perceive it with a different energy. We change the energy of the goal itself by changing the look. So another way we can change the look, rename your goal, give it a different name. What a lot of people don't understand, and this is even biblical, there's energy in a name, okay? The titles we put on things have certain energies that come with them, okay? So let me see. Tell you what, let me back up. I forgot to do something. Go back to the first scenario I was talking about giving it a different approach. Let's say you don't want to go to a zoo and get a 700-pound Bengal tiger and bring it home as for a pet. No, it will kill you. That's a threat, okay? Now, if you go to the fair and you shoot the little basketball in a hoop and you win so many times that they give you a life-size Bengal tiger to bring home, yeah, that's different. You have a Bengal tiger in your living room. It's not so much of a threat. Why? Because it looks different. You have a different perception of it. It gives you a different feeling, a different energy. You see it totally different. Now, that's not the case with that little kitten you got running around the house, because when that little kitten comes up and see that big tiger, the kitten has a problem. The kitten has a different perception than what you have. So now it's a threat. So you can see the different levels of perception and the change of energy that comes when you change the perception of something. So here's my suggestion. Change the perception of your goals, okay? Change the perception of your goal. That way you can change the energy and you can approach it, or get a better approach on it, okay? Get a better approach on it. You can handle it and tackle it differently. Now, renaming your goals. There's power in a name, okay? Names have energy. That energy is the power that's in the name. It can be weak or it can be strong. Now, quick example. Let's say here I am. I'm on a public speaking circuit, right? I'm going around, I'm speaking everywhere, and word gets out that there's this guy that's with me all the time now. Big dude now, big guy, 6'8". Got a real deep voice. When he talks, the whole room listens because his voice is so deep. It's like a lion roars. The whole jungle listens. So this guy walks around. His name is Bone Crusher. You hadn't seen him. You know nothing about him. But you know I'm walking around with this 6'8" guy. His name is Bone Crusher. All right? Now, the title, Bone Crusher. What kind of energy do you put behind that, knowing that he's 6'8" and his name is Bone Crusher? You get a different energy with that. Now, if I tell you the rest of the story, you will want to change his name to something that fits the energy you will get once I change the story. Here's the truth. He is 6'8", but he's skinny as a beanpole, and he's with me all the time because I am protecting him from himself. Why? His name is Bone Crusher because he can crush his own bones, not purposely, but he's that fragile. He can get bone fractures from bumping into furniture. So I'm with him and protecting him. That's why his name is Bone Crusher. Oh, now you want to change his name to something less threatening. You change his name, and then now there's a different energy. Why is there a different energy? Because the picture you put with the title Bone Crusher in your head is totally different from the picture I gave you for Bone Crusher once I gave you the rest of the story. So flip the script, do the same thing, but do it to your goals. Give your goals a different title. Title them something different. What do you want to call your goals? Well, here's the thing. You can call them a challenge, different energy from calling them a punishment, which is a different energy from calling your goals a chore, which is a different energy from calling your goals a task. All of them are different energies, okay? So once you give a different name, you give it a different energy, which gives it a different power. You change the energy, then you change the way you approach it. That's why a lot of people don't want to set goals, because they fear the energy. They can't match the energy of the goal. Now, why did I start off saying that goal setting is everyday life? Here's why. Grocery list, that is a goal. Why? Because it's specific. You do it every day. Catching a flight, that's a goal. Why? Because it's time bound or time measurable. That's a goal. You got cooking from a menu. Okay, that's measurable. That's the M in SMART. Okay, so then we got you go to work early. You want to get to work early. That is attainable. That's the A in setting your SMART goals. So that's something you do every day. How about doing 2 extra push-ups for every set? That is realistic. You can do that every day. So we set goals every day and don't even realize it. And I'm about out of my time. So all the goals, all day long, all the time, we do it every day. Here's the thing. Change your perception. Change your name or the title. Then you change the energy for the goal. Go out there, reach your goals. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing. God bless.